Sometimes we had to wear dirty clothes to school because we didn't have a washer and dryer. So I would, at night, sometimes I would wash out me and my brother's clothes in the bathtub. So, and I would hang them up to dry so we would have clean clothes. And I'd always just pick out a night before like that and wash them in the bathtub. And in the wintertime, it was cold because we never had any heat. So we had to take cold baths. And so I would heat up water because we didn't have heat. We had an electric skillet. So I would heat up water in electric skillet and pour it in our bathtubs so we could take warm baths. And we had electric heaters. We'd keep them in our room. I would keep the things shut off. And like when I'd wash our clothes at night, they wouldn't dry, so I'd wake up really early and I would take a blow dryer and blow dry our clothes so our clothes would be dry so we could wear them. When we didn't have food, my grandma, like we had gardens and everything like that. I mean, my family is they were pretty well off, pretty good. I mean, it was 3 houses on our country land. So we had tomatoes and watermelons and stuff like that. So I'd go up there. So my grandpa and them wouldn't know. I would sneak out before daylight and get me and my brother food like that as much as I could. And when I was 13, my friend got me a job at Denny's. So I'd go to school in the daytime and I'd work at night from like 12 or 11 to 6 or whatever, 10 to 6 in the morning. And I would sell drugs too because we needed a lot of money. So we had our own place. My mom left my dad finally. He would hit her and things like that. So we got our own place. And she let my dad come back around. His friend got busted with drugs. So I had to get emancipated because I had a son while I was in school. When I got pregnant when I was 13. I had him when I was 14. So I dropped out of school to take care of him. And then I had to start paying rent because they let us keep the apartment in my brother's name because he was old enough. So I had to pay the rent, clean the house, buy food, take care of my son too. So I would work, sell drugs, and he'd watch my son sometimes. But I made sure he graduated. I made sure my brother had school clothes and everything like that, everything he needed. Yeah, I remember the first day I tried marijuana. It was really stress relieving when I smoked it. When I smoked my first joint or whatever, it was like all my problems and solutions didn't matter. And nothing else mattered either. So anytime I could smoke, I was smoking, which me having drugs like I did was no problem. My ideal man is a man that can provide for me as much as I can provide for myself. I don't want a man that can take care of me because in a relationship it's 50-50. I just don't want a man that I make more money than or that I put more into the relationship than. I just want a man that can do for himself and can do for me as much as I can do for myself. And if I can't have that, then I don't need anything at all. I don't know, maybe. I don't even know if I'm so hopeful for it because right now I treat myself better than any man has ever treated me. So, I mean, yeah, I get lonely sometimes. Yeah, I want to be held, but that's okay. That's normal. Those are just feelings.